racing day, so loud out here I can't hear a thing. Man, the fans are going wild. And these drivers came to rock, and no place else but Fox knows how to do it NASCAR style. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys! Hey, now, here we go, race day. Don't you be going slow. Keep that pedal down on the floor. Push it to the crowd, can't take no more than hair. Since the flag came down, be heard to the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways.
Welcome to Las Vegas for race 3 of 36, the Shelby America 427. So for this race, we will still be in the DuPont colors. Next week at Atlanta, we will bring out the National Guard car, for anybody who's curious. So I come to this race 11th in points after me and Jamie McMurray caused that mess on the last lap coming to the line that sent Sadler airborne. Hopefully we don't have anything like that here. So let's go race. So we have 27 laps this afternoon. And Jimmy Johnson has the provisional pole. And like I said at the end of California, I will not qualify. I will start last for all of these races from now on. No matter how chaotic these races are.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Las Vegas, where the Sprint Cup Series is making their annual visit. I'm Mark Carroll with DRN. I'm published today. I'm Brian.
And of course, Las Vegas Motor Speedway has undergone a lot of changes. This used to be a relatively flat track, Mark. Now, 20.
Jeff Burton and Jimmy Johnson will start on the front row. Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex in row 2. Denny Hamlin and Greg Biffle, row 3. Jamie McMurray and Casey Kane, row 4. Matt Kenseth and Kurt Busch, the hometown kid, row 5. David Rudman and Ryan Newman will be in row 6. Solid crowd today at Vegas. Pace car is off, and we are racing. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, the boys. Jimmy Johnson getting ready to lead the first lap. We are on a rocket ship to the front. In a big moment there, Bobby Labonte almost gets spun around. Still clean here as see Jeff Gordon on his run to the front. You got Elliott. Oh, wow. That was bad. Got Elliott Sadler nearly getting loose and hitting his brakes. And Robbie Gordon goes around into the pack. Oh, big mess already. Joe, wow. So after that early caution, we're back racing in 28th. Jimmy Johnson has the fastest lap of this race. And for those of you who were curious on why I showed the replay, from now on, this entire season mode, I will obviously do commentary versions with these races with all the Fox and ESPN intros. For the TNT block, I will use the old TNT intro, the one with Metallica. I tried the one with AC/DC when I put those old Nostalgia Bomb videos out, but apparently the algorithm didn't like that because AC/DC got me blocked worldwide. So I'll use the old school Metallica one since I haven't gotten in trouble for using that yet. That will be for Pocono to Chicagoland. All those races. So that's the update there. We'll use the 2007 ESPN intro for the commentary versions of the ESPN races as well. And I will also use the Dierks Bentley version of NASCAR on Fox. And I'll also post non-commentary versions of races to YouTube as well through this game. And they will be uploaded pretty much at the same time. If you've seen on that big paint scheme document I made, if you've seen those, I will be posting paint scheme for non-commentary version races at the same time. The commentary versions are with the same intro. And you're thinking, why not do that? Because I'm too lazy to. Because I'll be honest, I'm too lazy to dub over commentary of a race with my Chromebook. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm too lazy to do that. Anyways, back to the race. Jimmy Johnson is pretty much led from the drop of the green. So we're going to try to get by the 11 of Denny Hamlin. There's a 16 of Greg Biffle. I'm going to try to tuck in right behind. Oh, big moment. Oh, okay, that was almost big. Hamlin gets into the wall. No caution. In a race with our teammate Dale Jr. for 10th. A little bit of contact with Kurt Busch. Then Kyle Busch, speaking of the Busch brothers, tried taking the spot, but he brake checks Jr., keeping him behind in 10th. Meanwhile, Jimmy Johnson is basically checked out on the field as he sits. You got Joey Logano moving up, gaining some spots. AJ Allmendinger, when he went to the wall, surprisingly, that wasn't a caution. And Kane into the wall this time. And we are still green. AJ Allmendinger had the same issue earlier. As Allmendinger goes to 40th. You got Johnson, Burton, Truex, McMurray, and Harvick in the top 5. Gordon on the inside of Kenseth. Kenseth hits the brakes. And then the top 10 ends with Kurt Busch. Just try to get a run off the 2 down the backstretch. We're going to have to pit soon because we're getting a little tight on fuel since we ran a little bit with out of draft. I'm sure we're probably getting halfway in this race. Truex does not drive a Chevy. And yeah, Truex does not drive a Chevy in this game. Get your shit together, you Technics. Oh, 3 wide, nearly a big moment there. Harvick saves it. There he goes. Caution's out. Benson Murray kept it off the wall and kept it out of traffic, believe it or not. So pretty much everybody's going to pit and bunch up. So we're going to come down pit road. Then honestly, believe it or not, for those who are curious, these are not painted cars. I know for a long time my fear was, some of these cars having, same designs, different paint. Dale Jr.'s cars come to mind, especially in this game, as I think somebody just committed murder on pit road. So, anyways, green flag back in the air. And what I was saying, for the longest time, the cars with the same designs. Jeff Gordon's cars from this game come to mind, or from 2010. Most of his had, flames, but with different colors. I figured, just lay a base and, paint the colors and go from there. But believe it or not, the decals that you see on these cars, these babies are wrapped. Just trust me, wrap is a lot lighter and apparently it's a lot cheaper. You're probably thinking, wow, really? I'm like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing last time. I'm thinking, man, I thought they painted these bad boys. Everything on these bad boys. $11 laps to go. 2 cautions, and this time in this race we had 5, or in California we had 5. Bump draft here, so we got 9 to go, or 11 to go, I'm sorry. As we're bump drafting Jimmy Johnson strictly to just probably gain that stupid NXP stuff. Oh, almost a big moment there. We saved that after basically drafting for half a lap. And how about Dale Earnhardt Jr.? He was terrible in 2010, and he's sitting up there in 4th, about to pass Kyle Busch for 3rd. Meanwhile, Jeff Gordon trying to set up his teammate. How about Brad Keselowski sitting up there in 10th? Or sitting in 8th. He's having a good day. Gordon on the outside of Johnson. 8 to go. Mortag. Junior is trying to take 3rd. Could this be a Rick Hendrick day? Jeff Gordon has won here in 2001. He's looking for his 2nd win at Vegas. Jimmy Johnson is the 2006 and actually won this race in 2010, believe it or not. They're getting a little physical. This brings Kyle Busch into the mix as Dale Jr. loses a few spots. Got Matt Kenseth, Kyle Busch. So you got 4 cars basically under a blanket for 1 spot. 4 cars, 1 spot, fighting for the wins. Looks like we're going to see if we can try to push Kyle Busch here. Yeah, we're bump drafting Kyle Busch. He was the 2009 winner of this race. Pushing him down the backstretch. See if we can close up some distance. Oh, big moment there. We're in the grass. Jamie McMurray probably still remembers California. I'll be honest, if I was in that situation, I'd be pissed too. Big hit. Try and see if we can get Junior into the top 5. Okay, that was almost big. And Junior spins. Oh, no. And Junior thought about getting airborne. Well, he's got Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Look, he's got anti-gravity on that thing. See how this finish will play out with Jimmy Johnson basically dominating this race. Save for a couple times Jeff Gordon led early on. Jimmy Johnson has basically clinched the most laps led in this race with 3 laps to go. Only 3 cautions compared to having 7 at this point in this at California. It's up to Kyle Busch to see if he wants to go for it. And Greg Biffle will spin this time. And the caution comes out. I want to say this. 5-finger death punch is the greatest band of all time. 6 to first in overtime with worn right sides. Can we do it? Jimmy Johnson with a nice start. Got to be careful with bump drafting, hitting a guy too hard, because you saw there we were getting a little skittish. There he goes. Gordon to the inside. And Kurt Busch is also involved for some reason. Apparently his battery died. Overtime number 2. Can we hold it? Will we hold for 2 laps, if anything? Will we at least hold through turn 2? Jimmy Johnson has led pretty much every lap in this race. Try to see if we can set up Kenseth to the inside. Get a little skirmish there. Gordon to the outside of his teammate off 4. They make contact. Coming to the line. The white flag is out here at Vegas. Gordon has the lead on Johnson. Side by side. Whoa. Big moment there. Here comes Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch out of nowhere. Jimmy Johnson leads. Could Jimmy take it back? Off of 4. Jeff Gordon is going to win spinning at Vegas and upside down. I'll just sit here for 30 seconds. Let me know if I make y'all dizzy doing this. Wow. Spin to win. Into traffic, too. See if I can find the race replay of this. Apparently victory lanes and start finish line in all these games. For some reason. How about it, folks? Win number 2. We unlocked some pins. Jeff Gordon is as stiff as a board. So the top 10, Jeff Gordon, Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Brad Keselowski, Jamie McMurray, Clint Boyer, and Mark Martin. Back up to 3rd. The only reason anybody watches is for freaking highlights. Yeah, I want the full. I'm putting on the full race. As it cuts to, oh my God, oh my God, Jimmy Johnson. Wow. The apocalypse has struck. It's where every time I do these race replays, there's always the shot of that one guy flipping through the air. Wow. How about it? How about that? As we're still saving. Wow. Everyone's dying. Jimmy Johnson basically just caused the apocalypse. We're third in points. And Jimmy Johnson is got 10 bonus points, so he's in the chase. He's 12th. Anyways, tune in next time for race 436 at Atlanta.